You're just waiting for the 0-0-0 in the fourth quarter to end the game because you get to the point where I'm done. I don't want to do this. I don't want to watch them get beat. So, though, that game, because I was there to watch them lose the Outback Bowl. I have never seen. I don't think I've ever. Okay, I don't mean to say this. I don't think I've ever been more ashamed to be a Gator fan walking out of Raymond James Stadium than I did that day. Because it's like you walk out, you see maize and blue everywhere, and it's like they're going to say something to you. They're going to say something to you, and you have nothing you can say to shut them up because you've got nothing because they just beat you. Handily beat you. And I'm assuming when they played Nebraska in that national championship game, same thing. You walk out of that stadium wearing your blue and orange.
And the problem with that is, you just paid like probably $300 a ticket to get there, back in those days. And today's day, it would be over 1,000, just to go and watch your team just get the fuck beat out of it. You know what I mean? Excuse the language, but that's it. You know what I mean?
I mean, it's hard to watch your team get beat. And I'm gonna admit this right here, right now. I'm watching they have the Falcons game on the NFL Network, and I was watching the Super Bowl a few years ago, and it was halftime, and the Patriots were down 25 to 3 or 7? I don't even remember. And I wanted to go home. I was ready to go home. I'm like, I'm out of here. I'm not even gonna watch this. I'm done watching them get beat. And I'm glad I didn't go home because I got to see the greatest comeback in Super Bowl history ever, and it happened to be my team. And the funny thing is, everybody hates in the end, but everyone hates the winner. You don't hate losing. Losing teams don't get hated. Winning teams get hated. Single players get hated on those teams. So just like with the Gators, everybody hates the Gators in the state of Florida.
And that can be extended into a bunch of different sports. Look at LeBron James. I have never seen a player be more hated for just being good. You know what I mean? He's never been an embarrassment. He's done things for the community. He's done so much stuff. And in the end, is going to go down. I'm not going to sit here and say whether he's better than Jordan or not, even though I think he is. I'm not going to go and sit here and say he's the best of all time. But I'm just going to say, in his era, he is the best that there was to offer. Okay? And I've never seen a player get hated. When we were growing up, there was that saying, I want to be like Mike. Talking about Jordan, in the 90s. And there was everybody wanted to be like Mike. And it was true. He was the best player out there, and everybody loved him for it. And even if you weren't a Bulls fan, you still had to admire what Michael Jordan could do. Today, it's the total opposite. I've never seen a player be more hated because he was good. And so I kind of agree with what you're saying there because, honestly, I have no reason to hate the Patriots. I just hate them because they win. You know what I mean?
And I watched the AFC Championship game last year, and they're either their radio guy or TV guy for the Patriots. The end of the game when they beat the Chiefs in overtime, they said, "Oh, here comes America's nightmare." That's what the Patriots are called now. We're not called America's dream. We're called America's nightmare because everybody hates them. And from what I've been seeing during the preseason, our defense has gotten better, which that's scary because the offense is already good. We got a great running game and James White.
Let me ask you this.
Okay.
Let me ask you this: as a fan of the Patriots, how much longer do you think Tom Brady really has?
I would say another 2 or 3 years, and that'll be it. I don't see him playing past 45. And I asked a big-time YouTuber who's a huge Patriot fan, bigger than a Patriots fan than I am, and he told me that, I said, well, what happens scenario-wise? They win the Super Bowl again this year, and they surpass the Pittsburgh Steelers for most of any franchise. Do you see Tom and Belichick walking away? He goes, absolutely not. And I said, really? He goes, yes.
Yeah,
he goes,
I don't think the records and the numbers mean shit to them.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. I think what it is if they can keep winning, they're going to keep winning. They're going to keep playing until somebody beats them. And until we get to that point where
Yep.
they're no longer winning the AFC East and they're no longer winning Super Bowls and being in the AFC Championship game or whatever it might be, then it's time to write them off. Now, of course, everyone in the NFL hates that because they're waiting for that day and they're waiting to shove us Patriot fans away. And that's fine because it's going to happen one day. All dynasties come to an end. That's just the way it is in sports. Dynasties end and a new dynasty begins, and we're hoping that happens because we've gone through them before. We've gone through the Pittsburgh dynasty, the 49ers, the Cowboys, and you can name them in college football too. Same thing. You know, we go through dynasties.
Eventually, the Alabama dynasty is going to end. You know what I mean?
Correct. And the same thing with Clemson. Sooner or later, those two teams they're going to keep bringing in the top high school players in the country, but sooner or later, it's not going to work, and somebody's going to surprise them, and then that dynasty is going to go away. And you never know because Nick Saban's an egomaniac, in my opinion. I could be wrong when I say that, but I could see him going back to the NFL. I hate to say that, but the way that he is, I don't think he leaves Alabama. I mean, maybe
I don't know, man. I really don't know. The only reason I think you might be right there is because it's the only place he hasn't really been that successful. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think he might have a chip on his shoulder to prove that he might, you know, you might be right where I think he might have a chip on his shoulder to say, okay, I'm going to eliminate all talk and I'm going to go back to the NFL and I'm going to do something. But I don't know, man. I mean, he's achieved like almost God status in Alabama at this point. You know, he's definitely one of the most loved and hated guys in the South. You cannot deny his production. I mean, you can hate it, you know, just like the Patriots. You can hate it, but you can't deny greatness. Here's a little stat that doesn't mean anything, but means something. I don't know. Did you know that Nick Saban's neighbor is Bill Belichick?
I did not know.
It's kind of funny that you have two of the best coaches in college and NFL that live next door neighbors to each other. Makes me wonder if they're like telling secrets. All right, this is how we're going to beat them this year, Bill. You know.
You know what? It very likely could be that way. I mean, again, the Patriots would not be what they are without Belichick. I mean, Tom Brady, will go down as one of the greats, if not the greatest to ever play the quarterback position. But I'm not saying, that if there was another coach, let's say like a Bill Cowher or, we can go back in history like Lombardi and Chuck Noll and all of those great NFL coaches before Belichick. Bill Parcells, we could even say Bill in that equation. I don't know if Tom would be Tom. I don't know if the Patriots would be the Patriots without Belichick. I don't think Belichick and Brady together is a great combination. I think separately, I just don't see them. I don't see any.
Yeah, I believe so too. I think that's been proven even in the last couple of years where they've been arguing. They've gotten to the point where, they've been around each other so long that they really don't even like each other anymore.
Correct.
But you don't have to like somebody. You don't have to like somebody to work with them. And when you're winning Super Bowls, it's a lot easier to like your boss when you got a $100 million ring on your finger. You know what I mean?
Correct. Correct, London. Correct. Absolutely. Well, buddy, I appreciate you coming on, man. You are welcome to come on here anytime and talk.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun, man.
I'll get you on after.
Yeah, and I appreciate you letting me come on. I know that I was supposed to talk Gator football, but in the end, it's all sports and it's what we love. So, if you ever need to help pass some time again, feel free to hit me up. I'd love to talk with you again.
I reached out to our fellow FL.U.ST guys to try to get someone on here to talk Seminole football with me, but I couldn't get no one to come on here. Cliff was busy, and Brian was on a road trip. So I tried to get someone to come on and talk Noles with me. I wanted to see, and I had, I tried to get Eric, who used to work for us, and now he's gone off. He was supposed to come on and talk Hurricane football with me because I was trying to get the two sides with you being the Gator and him being the Hurricane. I was trying to get both sides, but I guess I couldn't get him to come on. So that's just the way the business goes. I've had people tell me, hey, I can come on, and then they get scared or they don't want to come on. You're going to make me nervous. don't want to make anyone feel that way. I don't try to make anyone feel that way. I want everyone to feel comfortable coming on here because I was nervous in the beginning, but now this is just like, it's easy now. It's fun.
Well, I'll say this, man. You made it easy. You made it easy to have a good, banter with you, a good back and forth, and like I said, I appreciate the time. I'll see if I can, put it in their heads. I don't know if David would. I know David used to do the talk show with me on Florida U State, so he might be a good guy to try to call in for you too. So I'll see what I can do about doing that. But I do appreciate you bringing me on there, and one Gator fan to another. Go Gators! And I'm very excited and can't wait for Saturday, man.
All right, but I'll be, like I said, I'll be watching it with a Miami Hurricane fan. So I sure hope that I walk back and I can give him some crap when we beat them.
Yes, sir. All right, bud. Well, you have a great day. You have a great night, and thanks for bringing me on the show, man. I appreciate it.
You're very welcome. Have a good one, sir.
All right. You too. Bye-bye.
Okay, guys. Thank you, man. Thanks, Phil, and thanks Adam for coming on and talking football with me. I'm going to go ahead and close out here. Again, this is the Walker Report on In the Zone Sports Radio. This is your host, Brad Walker, signing off this evening. Again, remember the website. It's ngscsports.com. Log on to ngscsports.com for all your current sports content. NGSC Sports, where we never stop. My show is sponsored by Alicia's Bells and Things. Check out the Facebook page, Alicia's Bells and Things, where you find home decor that you'll not be able to resist at prices anybody can afford. Check out the bells and stools of your favorite sports teams. Maybe you want to set a kid's favorite cartoon or movie character. You can get full body and neck bells as well. Log on to ngscsports.com. Go to the Alicia's Bells and Things tab on the homepage to complete your order. I am also sponsored by Amore Pizza. My man Joey there at 9700 66th Street North in Pinellas Park. Again, I'm going to go through their specials real quick, guys. On Sundays, they feature a 12-ounce Monaco steak for $13.99. On Monday, that was on Sunday, excuse me. On Monday, it's chicken Alfredo for $7.99. On Tuesdays, it's Taco Tuesday, 3 for $5, beef or chicken. On Wednesdays, it's Wing Day, 60-cent wings and $2 Amber Block and Shock Top on draft. On Thursday nights, where I personally eat tonight, guys, it's 2 1/4-pound hot dogs and fries for $6.99. And it's all-you-can-eat fish on Friday for $9.99. I'll let them know that you heard it here on the Walker Report and receive 10% off your total. And don't forget, guys, to use the Slice app on the Google app or iStore as well, moving forward with that to order them. I'm also sponsored by CreateZenSpace.com. Remember, for cleaning, organization, and pet sitting, log on to CreatingZenSpaces.com. The local choice in St. Petersburg, Florida for house cleaning, organization, decluttering, and pet sitting. It's about finding the peace within you and adding comfort to your life. Again, guys, thank you again for joining me on this evening. I will be coming back next week. I will be super thrilled to know next week, guys, will be the night before the USF-Wisconsin game. Yours truly, if you have not followed my Facebook page, got press credentials for the second year in a row. Looking forward to being at Raymond James Stadium next Friday night. Cannot wait. Again, I want to thank everybody that joined me, Adam and Phil, and everyone else that called in. Lewis as all. Thank you guys for coming on Facebook Live with me on the side here in the chat. Kelly and Castro and Jen and everybody else that joined up. Thank you guys for that. I want to thank our men and women of our armed services. Whether you're retired or serving, thank you for doing what you do, sacrificing us, for giving me a chance to sit here and be able to talk sports like this. I also want to thank our domestic soldiers, our police officers, firefighters, and paramedics. Thank you guys, too, for being here, our domestic soldiers. And until then, guys, this is Brad Walker, the Sportster, and I'm signing off. I want to thank you guys so much. I love you from the bottom of my heart. Peace. Have a good evening.